much better. Alright. Let's see, let's continue with Shigure. This is continuation for the Hildibrand quest line. And the next one is the Black Heart Beneath. You look well, notorious. I pray your adventures have been too taxing. Well, it's been alright, I guess, doing a Rika on the side before doing this, so it'll be alright. As for myself, the search for the Soboro Sukehiro, as well as Yojimbo, continues. With that, I could claim even a measure of progress. Ah, Shigure, there you are. We thought perhaps we could find you inside, my bald man. Poor Shigure and your hair. But I see you're here, and in the company of my steward assistant. Bald? You of all people should. Yeah, rip hair. Have failed to seize upon a new information of valor or even passing benevolence. We're in the midst of a... When considering our investigative strategy. But tell me, have you heard of Jim or a missing sword? Jim? Who is? Ah, yes, Yojimbo. No. I was just telling Notorious I have made no progress since we last spoke. You seem distressed, Shigure. If you have pine in your last locks, then pine no longer, for we have brought you a hair tonic of pre-neutral effects. Pre-neutral effects? Yes, that's how you say it. Really? Well, that is actually a very considerate gesture, thank you. Especially ever since you got rid of my hair. Why not try it right now? Aye, the sooner the better. Oh, it's his minion again. I say, to meet Master Hildibrand and his bosom companion yet again. Truly, the kami has been too kind to me. It is always a pleasure to see you, man of the whole old horde. But were you not bound for Eurasia? Why are you here in the Far East? Indeed, I had thought to return home and rejoin my brothers. And to that end, did I call upon a local fisherman to secure passage. It was for him that I had a tale of most fascinating which compels me to stay. A fly Yuri, as a far eastern variety of undead, has been seen wandering a beauty shore, as my previous attempt to recruit a fellow zombie had met with failure. I thought, why not order my criteria and appeal to these ghosts in a spirit of Kamandine. Alas, it is most elusive curry, rather shy, it would seem. I sought to learn more of the Funa Yuri by questioning the people of the city, but had been unsuccessful thus far. I see. I realize this is sudden, but your inquiry did hear... Oh. I see. I did realize it was sudden, but in your inquiries, did you hear your mention of Jim? Jim? I fear I have heard naught of the particular Far Eastern spirit, though to be honest, not all has been willing to entertain my company, perhaps due to my undead nature. Yeah, having a talking, walking corpse kinda kills the mood in certain situations. It pains me to hear that in this world there remain people pretty reduce, ridiculed, ridiculed, I think that's how I'm going to pronounce it, ridiculed against the living impaired. You seek this gem, Master Zombiebrand. If so, I should be glad to help. Grateful as we would be, it might be wise to change your attire. The people's reluctance to speak with you might be due to your passing resemblance to a certain wolfish figure who, until recently, terrorized the city. Oh, how careless of me. I was changed into something less conspicuous at once. Then it is settled. When at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Or you rather say, if you first don't succeed, try again. Oh well. Let us split up and speak with the men and women of Kugane. Okay. I guess our undead friends will be joining us for a little bit longer. Okay, so I need to go here. Kisetsu. Yojimbo, you say? The name does ring a bell. Ah yes, now I recall. The Lupin Paul was asking after him as well, though that was some time ago. He's since been detained by the Shinsegumi. The Lupin. Not Yojimbo, that is. Now that I can imagine why. He is no criminal. Why? When I told him how my mother had taken ill, he gave me the koban to purchase her medicine, without my asking on anything. Then he done terrible things. But a man like that, no, I refuse to believe it. If there's any justice in this world, he should be set free. Interesting. Okay, next person. Let me guess, you're searching for a man named Yojimbo. The Shinsegumi questioned me about him not long ago. Very desperate to find him, they are. I doubt you will receive much help from the populace at present, though. Why, you ask? Surely you heard. The Kugane Wolf Burglar has been arrested. Despite what the wealthy elite would have you believe, he is no demon deserving of harsh sentence. If anything, he is a hero to the downtrodden. Oh. Having shared his spoils with the least among us. If you ask me, the Shinsegumi ought to take a closer look at the merchants he targeted. Akebono, in particular, has been at the center of many dark rumors. Anyway, in light of the Wolf Burglar's detainment, many are less than willing to aid the Shinsegumi in their activities. And unfortunately, if they suspect you to be working with them, you might find your ventures rebutted. Refused. Last person. Oh, are you also pursuing that Yojimbo fellow? The Shinsegumi were asking him after the other day. Tell you what I told them. I never heard of the man. And just between you and me, even if I don't know something, I don't know if I wouldn't want to tell them. You know, the Kugane Wolf Burglar, the one they locked away? Rumor has it they attempt to inflict upon him terrible punishment for his so-called crimes. Madness, I tell you, madness. Every single one of the burglar victims were among the most notorious scoundrels of the city. Greedy merchants with no scruples whatsoever. What's more, Everything he stole had gave to the poor and needy, and yet they decry him as a villain. Fools. Fools! Alright, back to Shigure. I kind of feel bad for the man. He was like a ronin, wanted to join the Shinsengumi, and he wanted to have Hildibrand to help him achieve that goal, but in the process he lost his hair. Well, granted, hair can always grow back, but still. I kind of feel bad for the man. Alright, Shigure, got some more juicy info for you. Oh, at least Hildibrand looks better-ish. I see. And what you learned, notorious? Not much about Jujutsu, I'm afraid. Apparently, a certain loophole is rather well loved. I'll go with the second one. Excuse me. I have no idea the plight of the Wolf Burglar weighed upon the minds of so many. What exactly did they say? Well, apparently he steals from the rich and gives to the poor. A hero to the poor, and downtrodden. A criminal who simply gave away his hard-won spoils. This is all quite unexpected. But whatever aspirations they might cast upon his victims, the law is the law. Even disputable merchants and deserving of a fair and equitable treatment. To ignore their plight is to let the mob decide their fate. That said, to hear that some may withhold information to protect is cause for concern. Protest is cause for concern. As a man of the Shinsengumi, I cannot help but feel conflicted. If I may, Shigure, it might be best to dress in less conspicuous clothing, at least for the time being. I hate to say it, but it is a sensible suggestion. So surprisingly, perhaps I should make use of my old kimono. Yet, even if I were to do so, my face is already known. That would mark me as a Shinsengumi, and perhaps even resent my attempts to deceive them. I got an idea. Why not ask the Wolf Burglar if he's so popular with the people? Who knows what secrets they told him? Ask the Wolf Burglar? If both he and Jujutsu had the signs on the Soboro Sukehiro, then it's possibly they might know one another. Sounds like a plan, I guess. Well done, Noshu. I was but a mere moments for reaching the self-same conclusion. It is settled then. Let's go and question the prisoner without further delay. Oh, this is the first time I'm going inside the prison in the Shinsengumi. Interesting. Unless it's only outside. Greetings and well met, comrade. If I may have a moment of your time. That we might ascertain the whereabouts of the fugitive Yojimbo. We wish to speak with the Kugane Wolf Burglar. Will you permit us to enter? Certainly, Shigure. If it will aid you in your investigation, follow me. I trust you're enjoying your hospitality. I come bearing questions. Questions, eh? For little old me, you say? Following your arrest, the Rowan Yojimbo absconded with a Soboro Sukehiro you stole from Master Akebono. He remains at large. We have reason to believe the sword was his objective all along, given that it was yours as well. I thought you might want to know something. I thought you might know something of the man and his motive. Everyone knows a sword worth a bloody fortune, and then some. But finding a buyer for a masterpiece as famous as a Soboro Sukehiro, especially after word of its death was spread far and wide. Well, good luck with that, I say. Why? They surely have to avail themselves of the service of a certain beautiful folk with whom I have happened to be intimately acquainted. I will be happy to use you to, as soon as you set me free, that is. What? Absolutely not. This is out of the question. Then we have nothing more to discuss, but best be on your way. There goes that lead. Now, Shigure, let's not be too quick to judge. If the godly men and women of Kugane are willing to trust in his good intentions, then perhaps we should as well. Worth a shot, I guess. Awful lot of people are willing to vouch for his character. If what they say is true, then it should be wrong to see him hanged. I will propose to my superiors that you may be temporarily released into our custody for the purpose for our investigation. Should you aid by the terms of our agreement, you may receive leniency. What say you? I say you got yourself a deal, Baldy. Don't call me Baldy. We will even consider. Will they even consider my proposal? Though the deliberation alone may prove time-consuming, and if they refuse. Remind me, Nashu, do you have a hair tonic on you? I sure do, Inspector. Oh God. Now, as good time as ever to now's a good time as ever to try it, don't you think? Sure, I guess. Let me guess, you're gonna grow an afro? Here? In the gallows? Well, far be it for me to refuse. Remember to use the whole bottle, my good man. Pour it over your head until not a single drop remains. What's with the glasses, Hildibrand? You're expecting something to happen? Oh God, I don't like where this is going. That seems rather wasteful, but if you insist. I feel strange, like my skull is... Oh, by the kami? Shigure, are you alright? I heard you shouting. Oh wait a minute, I remember this is like the same potion they used in AR for one of the merchants was like bald. The light! It blinds It binds them. There are too many. God damn it, Hildibrand. And turn to flex and shake the bounce. God damn it. Perfection, rejoice, my godly burglar. As I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have liberated you from your unjust imprisonment. Now, see here, Inspector. Well, you got your hair back. Although it's kind of blondish now. Huh? What's happened? Has the prisoner escaped? Oh, not really. He's just like, oh shit. Still in the cell, I see. But what in the world was that blinding light? 1,000 pardons. One of my associates was carrying a small explosive, one of which detonated unexpectedly. I, of course, baited her to take the others outside immediately, for safety's sake. I believe that explained that. Ah, yes. Right. Right then, if you excuse me. God damn it. Ah, yes, of course. Very good. Wait, when did Shirei regrow his hair? Guys, only now he noticed it. You know, when I probably see like my friend all of a sudden having hair all of a sudden growing his forehead, I was like, dude, since when did you have hair back? Alright, since you have your hair back, good fellow. How we managed to escape undetected, I have no idea, but I can pray that our ruse will remain intact. The Wolf Burglar led the others into the waterways below. We should follow. Alright. Guess that's way. Bum, 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 bum. I'm not sure how you get back up there again. Been down here before. If so, you might have met my friends already. A competitive lot, all of Kugane's cast-offs. If anyone had heard a peep from your quarry, it'll be them. Come on then, don't be shy. Ho! You've been looking well for a rat bastard. Take a wolf to know a rat, huh? To what do we owe the pleasure? And more importantly, how you slept free from the Shishingumi's noose? With my dashing good looks and my silver tongue? How else? But never you mind that. I need information, Koji. Do you now? Or is it the Shinigami at your shoulder, the one asking questions? Yeah, about that. No need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me. I mean, to return the favor. You mean you're helping him? Have you gone mad? Huh, well, even if I have, it's nothing you It's nothing you and yours need to worry your pretty little head over. Give us a hand and we'll get out your hair. Wolf's honor. They're not a bad bunch, really. Most try to make a living on the straight and narrow. Some even have a mind of joining the Shinigami, like you, but were found waiting for this reason for that. When honest work is no longer an option, that leaves the other sort, the dangerous, the despicable, disputable, the dirty. Some will go to do that, and so these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe they're not the cream you prefer to hobnob with, but while you're in their company, I ask you to comport yourselves with a medium of civility. I should like to believe I have done just that. You forgive me if I give you any reason to think otherwise. See? Fast friends. We're alright. See? Fast friends we all are. Right then. We're after a bloke that goes by the moniker of Yojimbo. Heard tell of the man? Yojimbo? No, can't say it rings a bell. Oi, any of you know of a fellow by the name of Yojimbo? Well, there you have it. Might have been different if he had a bounty on his head. What did he do, anyway? Piss off in the Bonyong rice porridge? Ha, if only he stole the Soboro Sukehiro he did. Bugger me, that's a beauty. Wonder why though. Find a buyer even through the black market will be a challenge and a half. Even if he even put out the word he was looking. We have heard about it by now. Bah, to come all this way and leave with nothing. Here, let's not call it a day just yet. Assuming this Yojimbo did steal the sword for the challenge, there are only two reasons he'll take it: to sell it or to keep it. And if it's not about the money, then I doubt this is his first prize or his last. Hark! My keen inspector sense whispers and speaks of a thief collector of swords. Yes, there can be no mistake. Aye, what he said. I suppose if he's a collector, then only the best would do, which means his next target might be, oh, I don't know, the Ameno Morikuno. Wait, the Ameno Morikuno? But I thought that was nothing more than a fairy tale. Do you mean to say the fabled sword of old actually exists? I seen it with my own eyes. A giant kami tried to kill me and my friends with it, but I deflected the bow. Well, granted, if it was a tank at the time, but let's go with the second. You what? I have so many questions, but first, where did this all happen? Well, it was the turtle people and he kinda became a giant turtle boss. How was within the cogent of Red Treasure Vault? Eh? If that is the case then, it seemed to me you might ought to continue your search in the Ruby Sea, no? It might be the best place for us to look. In that case, let us brook no further delay and head to the Ruby Sea at once. Of course, Hildibrand has to say the last thing and everything.